Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one, and Happy New Year. I'm filming this on the 1st of January, actually. I thought, why not? Let's keep moving on with the quick shots, get up to date. So, I've made a decision that I'm not going to open this Ahsoka yet, but I may open one in the future. I have two. But I've just been to see if this figure is like that figure, and hence, like this figure. And it is, and I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I think that's really poor, completely the same, and there's no change whatsoever that I can see. There's a tiny little bit of difference in the paint application, but that's a factory mistake, I think. So let me start at the beginning and tell you my history with Ahsoka. Well, let's put this one back on the spinner and then we can talk. In fact, let's go handheld on that. This is a brilliant figure of Ahsoka, and it is from the Deluxe, what I nearly called it the Deluxe series. You know what I mean? The Deluxe Ahsoka that came in for the Mandalorian. You got a Grogu figure with it and a few accessories, and it's brilliant. Plus, you get the poncho. So, back when this was available, I bought that figure, and I knew damn well I wouldn't need to open this one. This one here is VC297, and the reason I didn't want this one loose is because it is the same figure as that, but you don't get a poncho with this one, which is fair enough. So they, in that respect, made the two releases different. If you wanted one with the poncho, buy the Deluxe. If you didn't, buy that. Now, here's my first point. I think they should have, well, firstly, I think the Deluxe line should just get lost anyway. I don't like it. You know, they charge more for it, and you don't get that much in the way of extra accessories anyway. They should have put this one should have definitely had a poncho. Of all the Ahsoka figures, you see her in The Mandalorian wearing a poncho, and it's brilliant. She looks great, like she does there. So that's that. So I, for one, and I'm sure there's loads of you out there, never wanted to or never bothered getting this one to open anyway, because you didn't need to. If you wanted a complete figure with the accessories, get this one. And this one is exactly the same again. I'm going to put them side to side in a minute. Let's talk about the positives, right? The car back is phenomenal. This Ahsoka one is beautiful. I love that. The Ahsoka logo on these vintage collection car backs really kicks ass. And that is a really nice image of her. She gets criticised for standing like that with her arms folded, but I don't care about that. That's part of her character. She thinks she's patient. In a contemplative pose. You know what I mean? I love that. I like Rosario's really good. Rosario Dawson was brilliant as Ahsoka. But I was just amazed to think that they've done that. Now, this really does invite peg warming, right? Because anybody who already has that one, or they dared to open that one because they wanted a second one, you know, without the cape, regardless of there being a cape involved with it, why would they want to open this one? So this one, apart from needing it in a carded collection, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a carded collector, but I also have a loose collection room through there. You know, there's nothing as a loose collector that you need if you already have that or that. You get the picture. But you do need it for the alternative card back. Now, the arguments could be that they may yet do this. They may give you the light Ahsoka, you know, when she wore the white robes, when she sort of saw the light and was a bit more kind of clear, or exercised her demons, her baggage that she was carrying around over Anakin. They could have just done that for the vintage collection, but it was obviously easier for Hasbro to just reissue that. And they did, which is a little bit of a... I'm going to mount the camera again. Bear with me. Really, I suppose ultimately what I'm trying to say is maybe they should have just only had 2 releases, not 3. This Deluxe counts as a third, or it was the first, I think. So I bought, or maybe they came out at the same time, can't remember. So what you should have had is no Deluxe. You should have had a Corvus with cloak, cape, poncho, whatever you want to call it. And then this one, Ahsoka Tano, without. Now you've got, just for loose and carded collectors, now you've got 2 figures identical with 2 alternative card backs, which, yes, it's cool to have alternative card backs and stuff for things, but it is almost nice for a separate show or different, TV shows to have different figures, whereas these are identical. I know they're close in timeline and blah blah yada yada, but still, you get the point I'm making. So, God, I've waffled on about that for a long time. So if you don't mind, we'll have a look at this figure again, which is the Deluxe, which is the same. As you can see, have a look at the paint apps of this one. You see the silver there. Now, if you go close on this figure, I noticed there was a difference. The silver touch-ups were different. Or maybe not. Maybe it's because I was in a room which was darker before. The silver's shining now. They looked slightly... Let me get them right side by side. Excuse the camera work, it's shaky. What can you see? There's nothing in it, is there? Facial sculpt? Uh-huh. It's a great figure. It's a beautiful figure. I think she'd get away with it more than, say, no disrespect to Jen Erso, but she's a peg warmer. But Ahsoka's a more widely known character, loved by many for more years than Jen Erso, just out of nowhere. Now, I'm just going in on the differences here. This is, again, 222. This is 297. Not a lot in it, is there? By the way, love the peg holes of this one. Only has peg holes in the... Well, she's only got diddy feet. But let me just demonstrate. I might have to mount the camera again. God damn it. Peg holes are just in her feet. And I'd forgotten how good the peg holes were with this figure. It wasn't on a stand in the other room when I found her. So, but check this out. It's probably because they're wide, but listen. Did you hear that? You can hear the plastic just gripping it. Watch. Nice. Look at that. That's what I want my peg holes to do. They're relatively shallow, but they're in the toe and they're working, man. This whole debate that rages on about peg hole depth, they're deep enough and she's got tiny feet. So they're good. I think Hasbro, you just need to test what you're doing with your figures before you pump them out to the public. I love this figure much better. The poncho sets it off. I am, as I say at the beginning of this video, tempted to open... I can't remember where my second one of this is. I think I only have one of her. Only one. I only have one of her. But I definitely have two of this. So I can afford to open another one. But I haven't set up my Ahsoka shelves and finished my Mandalorian shelves yet. So I don't know what I'm doing. But I'd be tempted to get another one open to display her with. And one with cape and one without. What's going on with the focus? There you go. But that's the situation. Let's just give her a little spin and we'll see this one out. Beautiful figure, this. I don't know what she goes for now on the secondary market from the Deluxe series set, whatever you call it. But what did you get with it as well? You got that little bird thing, I think. And you got a little power generator. A bit like the power generator that Luke uses it on Dagobah in Empire Strikes Back. I think that came with it. And a Grogu. And then the poncho. So that's it. You know, God damn it. They could easily pack all of that into the bubble. Or the bubble of the 222. You know, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Nice though, huh? That's really good, that figure. I've forgotten how good that one is. But it is the same as this one, which is reissued again for the Ahsoka line. There you go, Ahsoka Tano on the pill on the back of the card. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all of these. I think we have almost done all of them except for looking forward to that Luke Skywalker Jedi Academy. That is one instance, ladies and gentlemen, where I didn't buy the Deluxe. Maybe it's worth doing a separate video on that. They didn't get my money for that. They did for this, because the poncho convinced me. For this one, I knew I was buying two of the Luke anyway. And what did you get extra in the Deluxe? Nothing much. I think it was a Grogu and maybe a Yoda lightsaber. And maybe an accessory of the chainmail thing. I can't remember. I just thought, I don't need that. I'll just get the Luke figure. Because I was getting two of the wave anyway. One to keep carded. And one to open. So I didn't bother with the Deluxe. Plus they charge over the odds, man. So yeah, I'll talk about that again in another video. The Deluxe, the future and the falls of it. You know, it all kind of started crumbling for me around about the time of seeing that bloody Django Fett. That sort of made me, that was like a lightning bolt, where I'm going to now say no. You know what I mean? Not tempting me anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching that video. I hope it's not been all over the place. I'm just sort of reel off my thoughts. As you know, if you are familiar with this channel, you know how it is. That's a space there. That's where this Ahsoka used to be. The 222 was on there. I took it off for the purposes of this video. I just point the camera, reel my thoughts, and let me know if you've got anything you can add to what I've said, because I'm no expert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I've been only one Kenobi, only one. Out. Happy New Year.